Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Berkeley County Board of Education meeting this Tuesday, April 26, 2022. I call the meeting to order. I declare a quorum of members are present and the media has been notified. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion from Mr. McQuillan, a second from Ms. Tanner to approve the agenda. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. The ayes have it by a vote of 7-0. We need a motion to approve the minutes of the board meeting of April 19th.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Littleton, a second from Ms. Tanner to approve the minutes of the board meeting of April 19th. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it by a vote of 7-0. The motion is approved. We do need a motion to enter into executive session.
Moved. Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Littleton, a second from Ms. Marone to enter into executive session. The stated purposes of executive session are a discussion of the evaluation, employment, appointment, assignment, demotion, discipline, or release of an employee or employees as needed. Also, a legal update regarding a pending, threatened, or potential claim or other matters covered by the attorney-client privilege. And 9, student expulsion appeals. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call the question. All in favor of entering into executive session, please respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it by a vote of 7-0. We are in executive session. Do we have a motion to return to regular session?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Littleton to return to regular session. Is there any discussion? All in favor of returning to regular session, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it. We are in regular session. And for the record, no action was taken in executive session. The next item on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. Please stand as we recite the pledge and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. The next item on the agenda is we'll defer to Ms. Tanner for the introduction of the middle school honors jazz band.
I am excited about tonight's student spotlight. I'm always excited, let me say that, but I got a call on Saturday after this all occurred, and the excitement from one of the directors that had a hand in this was so emotionally overwhelming for me. So we're going to take a moment and watch a video performance of our Berkeley County School District Middle School Honors Jazz Band, directed by Andre North from Hanahan Middle School, as they perform Superstition by Stevie Wonder, arrangement by Paul Murtha. Please enjoy.
Okay, yeah, I see.
wanted to sing that with them. Next, I'd like to recognize Goose Creek High Principal Shamika Washington and their art teachers, Kirsten Kelly, Shannon Boyd, and Bruce Walls, for submitting the beautiful student artwork that has been displayed in the front entryway for everyone's enjoyment. Right out there. Check it out afterwards because our kids are amazingly talented.
Next item is item number 4, and it's a surprise because we don't have any citizens' comments. It's been years. I don't ever recall not having any citizen comment. So we must be doing some things right and having a real good year with our schools. So thank you for that. And we actually have some items coming from executive session, some action items. And we will have 9 student expulsion appeals, and we will start with the expulsion appeal of student number 1.
Sir, I make a motion to deny the appeal of student number 1.
Second.
I have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Walker to deny the student expulsion appeal number 1. Is there any discussion? We'll call the question. All in favor of the motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Mr. Chairman, I make the motion to deny the appeal for student number 2.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Marone to deny the expulsion appeal of student number 2. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion to deny the appeal, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries by a vote of 6-0.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to deny the appeal for student number 3.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Marone to deny the expulsion appeal of student number 3. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Make a motion to deny the appeal of student number 4.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner to deny the expulsion appeal of student number 4, second from Ms. Littleton. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion to deny the appeal, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
I make a motion to deny the appeal for student number 5.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Marone to deny the expulsion appeal of student number 5. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion to deny the appeal, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Make a motion to deny the appeal for student number 6.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Wofford to deny this expulsion appeal of student number 6. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion to deny the appeal, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Make a motion to deny the appeal for student number 7.
Second. I defer to Ms. Marone.
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Marone to deny the expulsion appeal of student number 7. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay? The ayes have it by a vote of 7-0.
Make a motion.
Excuse me, 6-0.
Sorry. Make a motion to deny the appeal for student number 8.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Littleton to deny the expulsion appeal of student number 8. Is there any discussion? All in favor of the motion to deny the appeal, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay? Motion carries by a vote of 6-0.
On student number 9, I move to grant the appeal and have the student return to school under strict probation.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Littleton to approve the appeal of the expulsion appeal of student number 9 and return to their home school under strict probation. Is there any discussion? All in favor of that motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Mr. Chair, I would just like to say that I don't think we've ever had that many expulsions where we have denied them. But this late in the year, our alternatives are very small. So that's why I think you're hearing so many denials.
Yep, alternative school is completely full, and it's too late in the year to do virtual, correct, Soup?
Right.
Is that correct? Too late in the year to do virtual, right?
To begin initiating, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, yes, agree.
Thank you for those comments, Ms. Littleton, Ms. Tanner. We also have some other motions coming out of the executive session. Ms. Marone?
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the personnel recommendations of the administration as discussed in executive session for the current school year.
Second?
We have a motion from Ms. Marone, second from Ms. Littleton, to accept the personnel recommendations of the administration that were discussed in executive session for the current school year. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call the question. All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it unanimously. The motion carries 6-0. And number 2, Ms. Tanner is recusing herself. Ms. Wofford.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the personnel recommendations for the 2022-2023 school year as presented by administration.
Second?
We have a motion from Ms. Wofford, a second from Ms. Littleton, to approve the personnel recommendations for the 2022-2023 school year as presented by the administration. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carries by a vote of 5-0. Dr. Wigfall.
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the recommendation of the administration to name Deborah Hanklowski as the assistant principal for Philip Simmons High School with a starting date of July 11, 2022.
Second.
We have a motion from Dr. Wigfall, a second from Ms. Marone, to accept the recommendation of the administration to name Ms. Deborah Hanklowski as the assistant principal for Philip Simmons High School with a starting date of July 11, 2022. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The motion carries unanimously, 6-0. Welcome and congratulations, Ms. Hanklowski. We'd like for you to introduce any family or friends that you may have so that you can have a photo.
My husband, Chris, my father, Bill Brinson, my daughter, Sophia, and my mother, Linda Brinson, has my 2-year-old son, Crosby. I think he's linked out here somewhere.
So could y'all please stand and let's get a picture? Good to see you, Bill. Yep.
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the recommendation of the administration to name Brian Welch as the Assistant Principal Athletic Director for Berkeley High School with a starting date of July 1st, 2022.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Wofford and a second from Ms. Marone to accept the recommendation of the administration to name Mr. Brian Welch as the Assistant Principal / Athletic Director for Berkeley High School with a starting date of July 1, 2022. Is there any discussion?
He should definitely start working earlier. I think he's already working.
Like, as soon as he stands up, you need to just get out there.
Officially, he'll be the first, but he's been working very, very hard before that.
An affirmation of a job well done.
Just so you know, Sally and I kind of duked it out in the back of who was going to read your motion, so just want to let you know that.
All in favor of the motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. The motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Welcome, Mr. Welch. Congratulations. Stand up. Your family.
Here tonight with me, I have my wife, Erin, and my boys, Connor and Cody. My in-laws have a large village. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, Joseph and Debbie Friday. My sister-in-law, Tanya All the way from Minnesota, my wife's aunt.
Awesome.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention my good friend, Grand Macedonian, full edition, also here to support me.
Awesome.
Congratulations. So, you need a photo op.
You got to come up
Brian?
front, though. That's too many people back there.
Man, I love that beat.
You got to bring your whole. You got to bring your whole crowd. You have to bring your whole crowd. Oh, they don't want to do a picture. Okay. Come on, y'all. Come show the love.
I need me one of them shirts. Congratulations.
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the recommendation of the administration to name Kimberly Laughlin as the math coordinator for academics and innovation with a starting date of July 11th, 2022.
Second?
We have a motion from Ms. Tanner, a second from Ms. Littleton, to accept the recommendation of the administration to name Ms. Kimberly Laughlin as the math coordinator for academics and innovation with a starting date of July 11, 2022. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay? The ayes have it unanimously. The motion carries. Congratulations, Ms. Laughlin. All right.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Let's stand up and let's get a picture.
They're so cute.
Here we go.
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the recommendation of the administration to name Whitney James as the assistant principal for Devon Forest Elementary with a starting date of July 11th, 2022.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Littleton and a second from Ms. Tanner to accept the recommendation of the administration to name Ms. Whitney James as the assistant principal for Devon Forest Elementary with a starting date of July 11, 2022. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay? The motion carries unanimously. Congratulations, Ms. James.
All right. That's a good picture. It's still a good picture. It's so picture worthy. Tell them to go from the top. Go. We need you to go from the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that's good. The next several items are committee reports that are fairly mundane, but we will go through there with business acumen. If you'd like to adjourn yourselves and go home and have supper or whatever you'd like to do besides
Go
being
celebrate.
here with us, You're welcome to do so at this time. He and I are in the South Carolina Basketball Officials Hall of Fame. Bill Brinson.
Now I have like a list of all the things.
You ready, Kathy? Kathy, you ready?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on the agenda are reports from standing committees. First, a report from the Committee on Academics and Innovation, Chair Kathy Littleton.
Mr. Chairman, the Committee on Academics and Innovation met on April 19, 2022, and on recommendation of the committee, I move to approve the Head Start Budget Expenditure Report for February and the Head Start Credit Card Report for February.
We have a recommendation from the committee and no second is required. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye. 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 Any opposed, nay. The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Oh, Mr. Chairman, that concludes my report.
Next, Mr. McQuillan is not here. He had to leave for business. We're going to have Dr. Wigfall serve in his capacity. Dr. Wigfall.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Committee on Finance and Capital Planning met on April 19, 2022, and on the recommendation of the committee, I move to approve the out-of-state travel as presented.
We have a recommendation from the committee and no second is required. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Also, on the recommendation of the committee, I move to approve the award of RFP 629-2122 for building envelope repairs at Fishburne Education Center to Watts and Associate Waterproofing LLC for the total project cost of $128,700.
We have a recommendation from the committee and no second is required. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Also, on the recommendation of the committee, I move to approve the award of RFP 632-2122 for Ahera Consulting and Inspection Services to S&ME Incorporated for an estimate 1-year contract value of $33,150 with the option to renew for up to 4 additional 1-year term for a maximum term of 5 years with the estimate value of $57,900.
We have a recommendation from a committee and no second is required. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Also, on the recommendation of the committee, I move to approve the award of RFP 640-2122 for ESSER 3 HVAC control replacement for 25 schools to Palmetto Control Incorporated, funding for the total amount not to exceed $6,505,748.88.
We have a recommendation from a committee. No second is required. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay.
Nay.
The ayes have it by a vote of 5-1.
Also, on the recommendation of the committee, I move to increase the projected revenue for the 2021-2022 school year by $7,567,794 as presented. This amendment will result in the balanced budget for 2021-2022. I can't speak, I'm sorry.
We have a recommendation from the committee and no second is required. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes my report.
Next are the reports from the Committee on Human Resources, Chair Kirsten Tanner.
Mr. Chairman, the Committee on Human Resources met on April 19th, 2022, and on recommendation of the committee, I move to approve the 2022-2023 school renewal plans as submitted by administration.
We have a recommendation from the committee and no second is required. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. The ayes have it by a vote of 6-0.
Also on recommendation of the committee, I move to approve the draft 2022-2023 allocation formulas as presented by administration.
We have a recommendation from the committee. No second is required. Is there any discussion? All in favor of this motion, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. The ayes have it unanimously by a vote of 6-0.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Tanner. Thank you, chairpersons. Mr. Jackson, Superintendent's Report, you are recognized.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, Mr. Chair, board members, members of the audience, cabinet, those of you at home. We were just here last week, but it's a very busy spring. I was wondering if I would have any updates, any reports, and I do. Lots going on in Berkeley County this spring. Yesterday, Monday, April 25th, Stratford High School welcomed a very special guest to their campus. Major General James E. Livingston, a retired Marine and Medal of Honor recipient, visited Stratford High in an event organized by their social studies teacher, Coach Stephen Jones, and JROTC instructor, Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Blanton. The Medal of Honor, for those of you that don't know, is the highest and most prestigious military decoration that may be awarded to recognize American soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, guardians, and Coast Guardsmen who have distinguished themselves by acts of valor. General Livingston spoke to the Stratford JROTC unit and conducted a brief Q&A with the cadets. Following the Q&A, the general was given a tour of Stratford's 900 wing, where they had a special gallery. They hung up posters of Medal of Honor recipients, as well as QR codes, so the attendees could look up the stories of each recipient. Now, I know some of you were able to join us, but for those of you that were not, I highly encourage you to pay a visit to Stratford High's 900 wing and learn some more about some of our American heroes. I'd like to shout out the Knights, huge shout out to the Stratford Knights for organizing such a memorable event that truly brought history to life for our students. And I think many of you know, most of you know that our district serves nearly 5,000 special needs students, ranging in ages from 3 to 21. And so this week and last week, our schools organized events to help celebrate these students. Last Thursday, our elementary schools hosted the inaugural One Berkeley United Games at the Moncks Corner Regional Recreation Complex, just right down the road. 14 schools and nearly 300 special needs students competed in games designed specifically for them, and they were joined by another 200 student buddies and volunteers. This event was driven from the ground up by our principals with support from PE teachers and special education teachers throughout the district. It was a fantastic day, and I didn't have an opportunity to stay the entire day, but it was phenomenal if you could make it out there. And this is also an event that we look forward to continuing in the future. I think they've already begun planning next year's event. And today at Cane Bay High, they hosted the Special Olympics for our middle and high school students. 5 middle schools and 5 high schools accounted for 285 unified peers and special needs athletes registered for the event. As this was a sanctioned Special Olympics event, the students can use their scores to compete in the state level Special Olympic Games. We're appreciative for the commitment of our students, teachers, and administrators for ensuring that all of our students have opportunities such as these as we celebrate the accomplishments of all of our students. And today, we had a special visit at Nexton Elementary. Joined Nexton Elementary, the staff at Nexton Elementary, as they hosted the State Superintendent of Education, Molly Spearman, and discussed the implementation of the I-Lead program. Teacher of the Year, Brittany's here. Hey, you snuck in on me. Our Teacher of the Year, Brittany Geary, learned about this program in November and brought it back to her school for her principal's consideration. And they began working with the Nexton students in January, and so it's a very quick turnaround. And they're already seeing positive results from the implementation of this program. The program's implementation was teacher-led and principal-supported. Teacher-led and principal-supported. The teachers took ownership of this program, and they have embedded it into their everyday operations, their everyday curriculum. The students have also taken ownership of the program and themselves and their actions. It was very inspiring to see this initiative in action today, which focuses on choices, attitudes, commitment, and leadership. It was phenomenal. I look forward to hearing more about the success of this program at Nexton. And so if you listen closely, there's a common theme in all of these events and initiatives that I shared today. They were all planned, driven, implemented from the ground up. It's not anything implemented at the district level and top down. This was all implemented from the ground up. And great things are happening in Berkeley County. If you're not paying attention, just open your eyes a little bit. Great things are taking place in Berkeley County. Our teachers and staff members, they have strong hearts for our students, and they're invested in the work that they're doing. Our students are also more resilient than we give them credit for. And so we're seeing that if we provide the proper structure, opportunities, and support, our students and staff will achieve more than we ever thought was possible. There's no limit to what they can do, what they can achieve, what they can and will achieve. The spring semester is always a busy time of year, but it's also a time for renewal. It's also a time for renewal. It's exciting to watch as our schools renew the excitement in education. And so thank you to all of you that do the work on the day-to-day basis. Thank you to all of you that take care of our students and do what's best for them every day. Mr. Chair, this concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. I'd like to reiterate Mr. Jackson's comments about General Livingston, a true American hero and patriot. He did address the JROTC cadets at Stratford High School yesterday about leadership coming from within and duty, honor, country, sacrifice, and reiterated many times that freedom comes with a price. It is not free. Freedom is not free, and we need to remind ourselves of that. We live in the greatest country God ever created, the United States of America. And I've had the occasion on 3 other occasions to meet a Medal of Honor recipient, and that is extremely exciting for me, being a veteran myself. And General Livingston said yesterday that there are only 64 living Medal of Honor recipients today, only 64, and a total of 3,493 Medal of Honor recipients since the Civil War. With the uncountless toll, millions of people that have served, that's a minuscule number of people who have given the ultimate sacrifice and done what they could do to make our country better and to remain free. So there's a couple of upcoming dates and events. This Friday at 7:30, very early, we will have a Teacher of the Year breakfast. Board members, this is for you. Please put it on your calendar if you're available. We'd love to see you at the Teacher of the Year breakfast, where we will crown our new, there's 3 lady finalists, I believe, this year. And we'll be excited to find out who that person is. And Brittany, I'm sure that you're going to be ecstatic to see that person and bring her into the fold as you venture into the leadership of Teacher Forum next year. We're excited about you being in charge. And the reason we did not have a budget workshop tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is because the Senate and the House are still trying to work out some numbers. We do not have an accurate number, so it would be futile to actually try to have a budget workshop without having correct numbers. We will have a budget workshop hopefully the first week, possibly in May. But we will obviously be dependent upon the Senate and the House to come to some conformity to actually hash out a budget in advance of our workshop. And one other reminder is a retirement celebration for Thursday, May 12th at 6 o'clock at Westview Middle School. This is something that I think we can all get behind. We're actually going to celebrate people who have been with us at least 28 years, many of them many more years than that. So if we can show up and show our respect for those people, plus it's a good meal. So, with that, any other board members have any comments about any subjects, you're welcome to take the floor. Hearing none, we'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, Ms. Tanner, a second, Ms. Littleton, to adjourn the meeting. Is there any discussion? All in favor of adjourning, please respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? We are adjourned.